Hi people, welcome back again to the channel. How are you doing today? So today I'm going to be showing you the easiest way on how to layer a wig or a hair, and also I'm going to be styling the hair into a C-part. I'm very sure you're going to learn something from this video, so I advise you to watch the video from the beginning to the end so that you don't get to miss any single step. First thing first, these are the bundles of hair I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using 300 grams of bounce hair paired with 5x5 closure. So for the 300 grams, I have here 200 grams of 16 inches and 100 grams of 14 inches. Then for the 5x5 closure, or for the closure, I actually used 12 inches of closure. That's the closure is 12 inches. All right, first I already installed the 5x5 closure onto a wig cap like so. You guys can see what it looks like. And for the installation of the bundles, I used measuring tape and a permanent marker to rule the lines, just to serve as a guide while I sew in using the machine. So because of the measurement of the wig cap, which I did off camera, so I went on to do the double wefting of the weft or the bundle, which is the 16 inches. I did just 100 grams. I used 100 grams to double weft, and I used the other 100 grams to triple weft, just making it just so that all the 16 inches or all the bundles, the 300 grams, will fit into the wig cap. And to achieve the layers I want, I'm going to sew in all the 16 inches, which is 200 grams, at the back of the head or the wig cap, and then the 14 inches, 100 grams, I'm going to sew it in the middle, close to the closure. All right, we'll start sewing in the bundles, and to start that, I'm going to start by sewing in the triple weft at the back, which is the 16 inches, and it's just 100 grams that I triple weft. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to sew that at the very back of the head, and after sewing that, I'm going to go on to sewing the double weft, which is also the 16 inches as well, 100 grams. So I double weft 16 inches, 100 grams. So I'm going to sew that in the middle, and then close to the closure I'm going to do a single weft, which I'm going to sew close to the closure, and it's just going to be single weft. And the reason is because we do not want the head to be looking too puffy. It's going to be flat after sewing. For the triple weft and the double weft, I did the turnover method. I didn't cut the hair or the weft while sewing. So when I get to the end of a particular line, I'm just going to flip it over and continue to sew. So I'm going to do that for just the triple and then the double weft. While for the single weft, which is the 14 inches, I'm going to be sewing very close to the closure. I'm going to be cutting the weft. This is so that it can give me a flat look, a flat finishing, and that's the reason why I did not double weft that part of that gram of the hair, just so that I can have a flawless flat look. Hope you guys get it. But if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comment section. So the reason why I did the double wefting, triple wefting is just so that all the hairs, all the bundles can fit into one head or one wig. So that's why I did triple wefting and double wefting. And the reason why I did not do double wefting in front, that's the bundle I'm going to be putting or sewing close to the closure, is because I want the hair to be really flat after sewing in the bundles. That's after making the wig. I want it to be so flat. If you are interested in having this bundle or getting this bundle, you can check our website www.exquisitesignature.com. we have different textures of hairs. We have bone straight, we have coily, we have bounce, we have wavy, and we also have them both in wigs and also in bundles. So just in case you are interested, you can buy one bundle or you buy wig. Wig comes in like 200 grams, 300 grams. We also have them in different colors. We have them in different styles. So you can go ahead to chat us up on our Instagram page as well, Exquisite Signature. We also have closures. We have frontals, just in case you want only closure or frontal. We have them in different lengths and different textures as well. We have hair products for revamping. We also have braided wigs as well, different colors and different length, different styles. So go ahead to check our website, like I said before, www.exquisitesignature.com. So because we are trying to achieve a quick way of layering a wig, so that's why I decided to pick these two different lengths like so. You can as well pick three different lengths because I see most people do three different lengths, but for me I like to do two different lengths because I like the tip of the hair to be more full, like to be very full. So you can do three different lengths if you want it, like if you want it well layered. Before, if you have any questions about sewing using a sewing machine, let me know in the comment section. Share this video to friends and family, give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, leave a comment. We'll still advise that you watch the video to the end to see the process, and so that you don't get to miss any step, especially the styling. There are some tips that I want you guys to see in the styling process. So yeah, just continue to watch the video. So after sewing, this is what the hair looks like, or what the wig looks like after sewing. So now we're about to start the real deal. Next, like you guys already know that I love to use my hand dryer a lot to style any hair. So our advice, if you're a beginner, do not use hand dryer. It will ruin your closure or lace. So I will advise that you use a hot comb to style, but since I am used to a hand dryer, that's why I like to use hand dryer. After smoothing the front part, next I'm just going to go ahead to part the hair into a C part. I'm sure most people do not know how to or where to part a C part, if it should be on the left or on the right. So the perfect way to part a C part is to part it on the left hand side and not on the right hand side. So moving on strong, I actually learned something new on how to make your frontal, or like a 5x5, the front of the wig look very flat. So what I do is I use my hand dryer and a small comb or tail comb. So while using the hand dryer, I use it on a high heat, and then with a small comb like I said before. So I'll put the hand dryer close to the front and then use that small comb to be pulling, like combing the hair backwards. So when I get to where I want the flatness of the front to stop, I'm just going to curve my brush or comb like so. This is so that the hair can lift up from there, and yeah. So we continue doing this a couple of times until I am satisfied. So doing this will actually give like that lifting in front, you know, that flatness in front, then you see a lift up. So yeah, it will give you that style. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, and this is how I achieve it. I actually learned this recently, so I decided to show you guys. Alright, after prepping the hair and styling, next I'm just going to coil the hair. At this point, I'm just going to allow you watch, but for the coiling, I'm going to be coiling it outward, like out of her face. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to go ahead to coil only the closure. I'm not going to coil the bundles because the bundles came coiled already. Like I told you, it's a bounce hair, so the coils can last for a long time, so it came coiled. So I'm just going to coil only the closure. And for coiling, once I coil, I'm going to use bobby pins to pin it down to cool off, so that it can cool off coiled. So we'll do this to all the parts or all the strands of the closure. And coiling of the bundles is actually optional. You can decide to coil your own bundles, but we do not want to mess around with the bundles, the original factory coils that came with the hair. So you can actually coil the bundles if you want, but for us, we just want to leave it that way. My client wants the factory coiled bounce, the natural factory coiled bounce. So that's why we're going to leave it that way and just coil the closure alone. So once the coiled part is cool, I'm just going to take off the pin and then use a comb to style the hair in front, and voila, that's it. It's very simple. Like, you do not need to trim off any excess hair, but if you notice that the front part probably is too long, you can just trim it a bit. But at this point, doing it like this, you won't get to waste hair, like waste money, waste hair, because you are trying to trim and get that layers. So this is the easiest way to layer your hair.
it's over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. It's been a hell of a ride, but every single moment you were there by my side. Whenever I'm wrong, you make me feel low. Whenever I'm alone, get there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my home. Whenever you're down, I'll be there.
I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and you're able to learn something from this video. Like I told you, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. Give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Stay blessed. Bye.